Now to our correspondent Ariel Levin-Waldman, who is standing by at Israel's international airport. Ariel, tell me, what is the very latest? I understand you've just been on a tour of a new testing centre.
Yeah, this little construction site you see around me is the latest news when it comes down to Israel's efforts to fight the coronavirus. Right now, Israel is bottlenecked by the ability to detect cases coming into the country. Remember, until about a month ago, things were pretty much entirely under control here, which means that the best way to deal with things is, of course, to increase the testing and increase the checkpoints at the airports here. But they were bottlenecked, they didn't have enough, and 1 month ago on a Friday, people were able to get through without testing. This, what you see around me, is an attempt to counter that. They want to increase the testing capacity here in Israel at the airports to about 40,000 people every single day. And by doing that, they hope to contain the virus, to have a better system of checks to make sure that it's not getting in, regardless of what the variants are going to be. And we actually did have Defense Minister Benny Gantz here not that long ago to tell us what the plans are and what the other things that are necessary to keep coronavirus out of the country are.
I call on the citizens of Israel to go get vaccinated, to implement quarantine and to be strict regarding masks in closed spaces, because that is the key to our ability to decrease infection rates and reduce the number of serious cases.
So it's not just a matter of policy, but also a matter of personal responsibility. And that was something that was stressed here in Israel today when they were dedicating this new testing facility. Now, on top of that, there are several other regulations that have been put in place and that will take effect later this week. The first of which being a universal quarantine system. Anybody coming into Israel is facing 24 hours of quarantine or until they return a negative test. But on top of that, we also have 16 countries added to a sort of red list. This being anyone coming in from these countries is a 14-day quarantine, regardless if they're vaccinated or not. And then they have to show if they get 2 negative tests, it can go down to 10 days. This is largely areas in Latin America and Africa, but also the Emirates. So that might be stifling some of those new business deals everyone was hoping for.
Yeah, certainly a lot of concern over these international arrivals. Ariel Levin-Waldman there at the international airport.